Hey Scorpios, this is your love reading and channeled messages for mid-October 2020. I did something a little different for you, Scorpio, this month, and I did a separate career reading for you. So if you're interested in career readings, you can check that out, and I did them separate so you can just watch what you want. So this one is for your love life. So I'll get started with the channeled messages that I have for you, Scorpio. So this is one that I got in the last reading, but I felt that it went for your love life as well, which is people will like to go out again. So I know a lot of us are probably, it's put a damper on the dating life, I'm sure, with everything that's going on. So there will be a time again when people like to go out again and when that's like a thing. So, but then the next thing I heard was just playing it safe. There will come a time when engaging is common again. Relinquishing the outcome could go a long way. So this is kind of similar, somebody out there could just be having a hard time dating because there's like less things that you can do. And also, without talking too much about the pandemic, I assume that also puts some parameters on dating as well. But with the relinquishing the outcome could go a long way. I also took this as this could be for some Scorpios who are like just playing it safe, like, kind of not getting in too deep with somebody or too serious, and that you might wonder about this at times, like, where is this going? And so for you Scorpios, if that resonates with you, perhaps just like we're just going to see where this goes and not thinking or putting too much expectation, I guess, on what it is going to become. And I have a good feeling about that in the end. It's just like one of those things, like they always say, when you let go of the outcome or let go of your expectations in certain scenarios, of course, that's when it all comes together for you and you get what you want. And then I heard form bonds by trekking. So I took this to mean like that maybe some of you can have some connection with other people or meet new people, or this could be a date option, whether you're partnered or single. Just something to go out and do in a romantic way could be hiking or snowshoeing. Because winter is coming up, so depending on where you live, that could be an option too. Trekking just really reminded me of snowshoeing. And then I heard or through games is another way you can bond with people. So there's all kinds of different games out there, and that could mean a lot of different things. So I'll just leave it up to you to take that whichever way it speaks to your spirit. And I think that was it. Yes. So let's go ahead and do some cards and see what other messages Spirit has for you about your love life. So I'm going to do one for people that are single and one for people that are coupled. So for the single Scorpios out there, Spirit, could you please tell us what you would like them to know for the end of October or the last few weeks of October? Okay, so single Scorpios, we have the world, a brilliant success, a time for joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, to be proud of yourself. So I'm taking this to mean, some of you may be newly single, and so now you can do whatever you want and to be proud of yourself because this looks, very auspicious and very good here. Yeah. And also joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. Perhaps some of you are on the ascension journey. So whatever's going on in your love life, Scorpio, whether you feel that it's really positive or otherwise, it looks like you have some spiritual enlightenment here that has you Spirit would like you to just keep that in mind because you've had a really big accomplishment in this way. And so to remember to celebrate yourself for that. Then we have the Ten of Cups. So this is looking really great, single Scorpios. It says a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotionally content, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. And then we have the illusion of entrapment, which was in reverse. A lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. So with this, I mean, it being in reverse, I'm just taking that to mean it is a real true illusion, whatever this is. So whatever it is that you feel like could be holding you back in love or getting out there and pursuing having a new relationship, if that's what you want, that's the past. It's an illusion, and you can see this person, like there's a piece of her hair that was cut off, and she is taking the blindfold off. She's like peeking out. So if there's something that is having you feeling like a little bit in the past, or still thinking about that, and that feeling like that may be the inherent structure of your life moving forward, Spirit is just reminding you that is not the case, that is an illusion. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles here, which says learning all you can about a subject or career, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor. Attention to detail, skilled work that you love. So yeah, there is a new start here. It seems like, I mean, a Scorpio, if you have any interest in your career at all, you can watch that other video, because it did seem like somebody was getting a brand new start in work. So that always opens people up to meet someone new. And some of you also may be going back to school, which can open you up to meeting some new people there. And if you've been thinking about doing something to like get yourself out of the house, taking a seminar could be good. And again, there's a real spiritual feeling to this here. So that's interesting that it came out about finding a mentor. So I'm going to say too, single Scorpios, this is just like a side story for someone. There could be some of you out there who maybe with your last person, it didn't work out because of your progression in your spirituality. For whatever reason, maybe that just wasn't gelling together. So Spirit here would be reminding you that you have made a brilliant choice, a brilliant success, that we have to value ourselves the most, because that we have to keep going. We have to be alive to be able to give anything else to another person. So you've done what you had to for your spirituality, which seems very important to you. You may have had kids or have kids with that person, but ultimately I'm seeing there's an opportunity for the Ten of Cups, for a happy family, for engagement, for marriage, even though that is contradictory to the messages we got before, because they were like, don't worry about titles or like where this is going. But sometimes Spirit is funny that way, and maybe they are saying, because there is something coming from a maybe playful situation that you're in now, or something that's just not that serious. Once you can kind of let go of some past situations that could be laying you down. That could be weighing you down. Scorpio, laying you down. I'm just saying. So that sounds really great and exciting for you single Scorpios out there. So let's see what we have for our Scorpios that are already in a partnership or a relationship. So Scorpios, for you that are already in a relationship, we have the King of Swords here. Intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded. Public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So here is a closer look at that for you, Scorpio. So this could be someone that you are in a partnership with. This could also be you, Scorpio. It does look like this could be someone with air in their chart, if that resonates for you. So let's see what else Spirit has to say about this situation. So then we have the star. So some kind of wish, Scorpio. It says, have faith in the future. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. So also with the star here, either you, Scorpio, could have Aquarius in your chart, or the other person could have Aquarius in their chart. So here's a closer look here. And there being a man and a woman that came out here, it does look like this looks like a marriage to me. I mean, you could just be in a long-term partnership, but this does look like a marriage. So it looks like somebody might be unemotional in this marriage right now, or this relationship. Perhaps the other party is feeling just like, like the passion isn't there a little bit. I'm getting the impression that this King of Swords over here, whoever that is in your relationship, that they might have a lot to do at work. So maybe after work, they don't have, they might not talk as much, or just be kind of, you can see that he looks kind of burnt out here. He's tired, like maybe he just focuses all day, and that could be what makes him come off that way, like stoic. And some of those things, can just be part of that person's personality too. This is also a pretty intense time with astrology as well for most people. We are going to be going into Scorpio season here pretty soon. We're currently in Libra, but Scorpio, you're going to be up next. So, that can be weighing on a person as well. So let's see what else Spirit would like to tell you about this Scorpio. And I mean, ultimately the message is that dreams come true. So you may have been wishing that something would change here. Maybe you're wishing that something would change with this person's work, or it could be just, like just this like blah kind of attitude he's in right now, whatever the reason may be. And that's not a judgment on this king here. It's just like you want them to feel good, and you want to feel good in your relationship. And you look very beautiful and abundant here, if this is you, if you are the star here, and very, very emotional imagery here. So that that can be a disconnect for you, Scorpio. I imagine if your partner is, for whatever reason, maybe because of, well, who knows why, just feeling emotionally disconnected, because it seems that you really thrive, or the star really thrives on this emotional way of being. So we have the Hummingbird, which says, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. Now joy is on the way. So this change that you've wanted to be coming, or this wish that you've had, is coming. So maybe it will help in your relationship, the both of you, since Spirit sees this as a strength that you have, that you are able to release, and you're kind of able to lighten up. So sometimes one partner has to take on more of that role, I guess. And it looks like you, the star or Scorpio, has the ability to lighten this mood for the both of you. And again, which it says wishes come true, now joy is on the way. So it looks like a really happy time is coming for you in your relationship. And then we have Pheasant, which says the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. So ripe for creation and connection. So there could be something that you guys could do, you, Scorpio, and your partner could do together that will make you feel more connected and make you maybe feel like more playful and gets you to engage in a way that's like outside of the norm, where maybe what this king needs is just like a little kind of different way of speaking or something. Like in the channeled messages, there was the thing about playing some games could be a good way. Like when we kind of get in the monotonous rut, I guess, of, yeah, I had a hard day at work. This is what happened at work. And, maybe both parties do that. And then at the end, you're like, well, where was the fun and the connection? We kind of just like said what we did. And if you're like both working from home too, that can just be different now. You know what I mean? It's like, I was in my office working from home, and then I came down and I talked about whatever was making me feel kind of bleh about that. And it just kind of feels like it keeps going, maybe. So maybe just something a little bit fun could help lighten the mood and help you make this connection. And without having to do much conscious work, just revives that natural loving connection that you two have with each other. So let's see what final messages Spirit has for you about your partnership, Scorpio. And obviously, if there's some other kind of wish that you've had, like a specific wish, then wish and joy is on the way. Like all this stuff really came up in this reading. So just know that that's a confirmation for you from Spirit. And now I'm thinking of that too. It's like joy is on the way. I've wished for a change. I've really wished for something. So Scorpio, I feel like if you've been wishing for a baby, then I think that is a definite possibility in these next 2 weeks. So finally, Spirit has trust here. All is as it should be. And I mean, like now I'm like really kind of on this about like if you've been wishing for a child and you're in a relationship, this is like really speaking to me about that. There's a fire within, and even if that's not your story, there is a passion within, right? It's like maybe looks like a little bit of a little flame, and the seasons are transitioning, which your partner may be feeling kind of meh because of that. A lot of people have seasonal affective disorder, just, they just kind of it's the winter. It's getting to be the winter time. Summer's over. Like some people just get kind of down or just like bleh. So even though the fire seems little, the fire is still lit, the passion is still lit, and it is enough to warm this woman and this bunny. And yeah, all is as it should be. Everything's okay. Every relationship, especially if you've been in it for a long time, has its ups and downs. The fire has not gone out in your relationship, Scorpio. And like, what is this goose carrying on its back? I mean, I know it's not a stork, but it does have a backpack, and I don't know what's in there. I just really think that if you have been wanting a child, then it could be happening now. And I am so glad to be able to tell you that. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. Like I said, if you don't want to be a parent and that's not your story, ultimately, joy is coming. A wish is being granted. Things are going to change. It could just be the weather, and you guys are going to have your loving connection glowing in full force again with that fire. It hasn't gone out. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you again soon.